Here I am, Leon C, aka, that is also known as Morpheus. I have a wonderful lesson for you today in the Academy of Wow Men. I don't want you to hear me clearly. I'm going to step on a lot of toes here because that's what I do in this academy. That's not for anybody specifically. This is not to throw out any sort of misogyny or hatred or dislike for anyone personally, because personally I do not know you, but there's something that I do know, and that is facts. See, a lot of problems with facts is there are a lot of, and I'm gonna go ahead and break it down because I don't want to waste a lot of time. Let me give it to you simply this, because I can go the slow route, I can go the fast route. So I'm gonna go the fast route. I've been listening to women. I've been doing a lot of studies and been hearing them very clearly. See, a lot of women want us men to listen to them, right? You hear it all the time where they say, well, if he just listened to me sometimes and I have a voice, hear me roar, roar. You know, I'm a woman, you should respect me, all that sort of stuff. Okay. I get it. See, I've heard you. And so I'm going to do a boomerang. I am going to respond to what I have heard. And with this response, I'm going to make it clear for men. I told you, I got an 80-20 rule. But if you get on board, you understand why this is happening, because oftentimes women live in a different type of world than men do. Men have to go through a lot, especially even nowadays than what they used to. And they are greatly misunderstood. See, you see the title, right? It's called Women on Energy Vibes. In the interviews, in debates, and in conversations, when a man is asking a woman about what she wants out of a man, what is she that she's interested in, and what is it that causes her to say yes or no in a relationship? And there are several things that she will say, but amongst them all, there is something that the common woman will say, especially when she's in her 20s. Okay? Let's see, I wrote it down. I got my paper here. Yes, I was prepared. I'm prepared for this. Let's go ahead and talk about it now. She will say she's looking for energy, connection, and a vibe. She's all on her energy, right? You hear women say, well, if he comes with good energy, then I'm always looking at the vibe of the man. If he brings in good vibes, then we can. Then most of them will say, I am a spiritual woman. I am spiritual, so I can sense and I can feel when things are right or when things are wrong. That's amazing that they say that when divorce is always initiated by them 80% of the time. I think your intuition and your vibes are working quite well for you, don't you think? Some things just don't make sense. But I get it. Listen, I'm respecting, I'm giving you all the respect and honor that you throw out here in the modern world. This is what you say, the common woman. This is what comes out of your mouth, so I'm going to give you what comes out of your mouth. She's looking for vibes, and she's looking for energy, and she's looking for connection, and she is the gatekeeper of donkey dunking. Men can't force themselves on women without drastic consequences. So it is up to her to say yes or no. So if she is connecting with these so-called vibes and these so-called energy perceptions and interceptions and integration with her male partner, then why are we dealing with high divorce rates and them jumping off of the boat 80% of the time if they are so accurate in their vibicity? Yeah, I said vibicity. Because it's senseless just like that. I'm going to turn this over to the next chapter here because we need to learn something here today. And it's not going to make you feel good. It's not ever to make you feel good. It's to get you to listen and to learn. If I don't get you to listen and to learn of what I am saying, I am not doing my job as your professor here. I'm going to go ahead and get something to drink here. Hold on. Bear with me for a minute. I don't want to drink in your ear, but by the sound, you can pretty much tell that this is my special green tea. I always mess with green tea. Thank the farmers. Thank the world. Thank the modern day for green tea. I am very grateful for it because you thought about yours truly when you made green tea. Antioxidant, filtered water, natural flavor, lemon juice. I mean, you just really cannot ask for more. And again, it still boggles my mind. I will always say this, that you all still need to go to the gas station or these food stops, mom and pop stores on the side of the road and get fountain drinks. I don't know why you're still doing it. I don't know why you're still getting your pops and your carbonated high fructose corn syrup juices that's going to make you sick eventually. And you wonder why the decline of health is so rampant. You wonder why you're so sensitive to new bacteria that are floating in the air is because you sicken your body. You prepare yourself for a downfall. It's ridiculous. I tell you what, this green tea is so damn good. I made a video, actually. It's down there for you. It's called Drink for Health, Not for Survival. You should look at some of those drinks that I showed you. It's actually a video, actually. And I described to you several common drinks that you'll find at a gas station or a food stop, depending on where you are. And you see the tea that I'm talking about in that one. And there's several other teas. This is one of them, of my arsenal of healthy foods. Anyhow, it does well. Lubricate the tonsils and have no issues with it. The caffeine count is very, very low. And it depends on your body and how sensitive you are to it. But yeah, 15 megs, I think, is something like that. About 8% of caffeine in a 16-ounce cup. I can go to sleep on this. I really can. I wouldn't recommend drinking it before sleep, but you might want to do it way ahead of time. Give yourself a couple hours to get out of your system. But anyway, I'll get on to the story here. This lesson, not a story. Energy vibes. I made an audio, one of my earlier audios, and this pretty much outlines a lot of it. If you want to go in details, let's go in that. It's called, it's something like energy vampires. And it's a very big thing because the common woman is talking about how she wants men to come to the scene. I worry about his energy. It's all about what he brings. If he has good energy, he's motivated, and he's ambitious, then he's going to be attractive. That's a very bad thing. I'm going to tell you why it's bad. Because you, ma'am, need to be bringing your own energy. Now, here's the catch here. Hold on. Hold the horse. Hold the horses. Hold your horses, because I'm not done yet. I'm just beginning. Listen. When you bring your own energy to the circle, when you bring your own vibe, so-called vibes, they so-called spiritual, is amazing. Most women talk about how spiritual and how much on the energy band that they are, but yet they're never satisfied. It's amazing, but let's continue on. Get mad at the messenger all you want to. Women are the ones who file for divorce 80% of the time. Check out your own statistics. Do your own fact finding. I'm only describing what is actually going on. This is not my personal opinion. As a matter of fact, I don't care because I'm not married and I'm not going to be married. So I'm not interested. I'm just delivering you the message like a news anchor, telling you the news that, hey, it's raining outside. If it's raining outside, that's exactly what it is. So if you get angry, that's because you're stupid. Be stupid on your own. Be dumb on your own. Statistically, by facts, it is difficult, even today in the modern world, to satisfy or to keep the modern woman happy because she always wants more. And the unnecessary that is not based on survival, it's based on luxury. You understand what I'm saying? But yet she's the one talking about she's spiritual and she's all about the vibe and the energy. That doesn't match. You cannot put logic to that. You can't do it. That only tells me one thing. And we're going to talk about it right now. Okay? See, when you have your own energy, you're not concerned about someone else not bringing their energy. As a matter of fact, you're not even worried about if they bring their energy or not. It's about how compatible you are with that person. Why are you worried about the energy that he brings to the table? Listen, because we're getting ready to get on it. Hold on. Listen, why would you worry about a person bringing anything to the table if you're getting to know that person? Because everyone has their good days and their bad days. Men have their good days and their bad days. Men go through crazy things, mind you. Today in this generation, with the scarcity and the precautions that he has to take, he has to protect the seed, he has to protect his money, he has to protect his mind, he has to protect his peace, he has to protect his sex, he has to protect all sorts of things, because now he's being preyed upon. Now he's the prey. So men have to be careful how they step and how they deal with women. Because the modern day woman cries wolf on just about anything and everything that can practically destroy a man's life. So why would he put out so much? Listen. Why would he give his best foot forward? Why would he be so intrigued and enthralled into... We're going to get in that. Hold on. Slow down. We're going to get to it. Why would he be so intrigued to put his best forward when putting his best forward can be a terrible, disastrous situation? So what will be best for him to do is to hold back, to take caution, and to see this girl for what and who she really is. Either she's a normal person, a common woman, or she's a vampiric type of woman who's seeking for this energy, not that she's looking for an equal, because she's actually looking for something that she can take. Because if it was all about her providing, see, a lot of women have this mind that we're all about equality, right? But, he can do it, I can do it too. We're all the same sort of thing. And, men are men and women are women. We're all the same. Forget about forget about nature. Forget about us having something different in our pants, or in our genome, in our phylum, in our genetics, in our body structure and Disney. Forget about that. Forget about nature. Forget about God. Let's go ahead and just placard it however here we go. Feel, here's the word, feel that it is. You can feel all you want to. Feelings does not change the facts. What you believe either does not change the fact. You can believe all you want to. I talk about this when it comes to religion and your belief system. You can believe in it all you want to. It's not going to change the facts. I get it all the time where most people, when they try to come to me with a debate, oh, I believe that God is this. I believe gesture. I believe in Jehovah. I believe in Muhammad. I believe in, I'm looking at them like they, yeah, yeah, sounds good. I get it. Yeah, well, buddy, let me throw something back at you. What you believe don't mean shh compared to facts. Go ahead and take your buck-tooth funny, pimple face, ostrich neck looking self, turn around and keep it walking, and put dummy on your head where everybody can see it. As a matter of fact, they do anyway. Because a lot of people in this generation is waking up. They are realizing that what you believe have nothing to do with the facts. You can believe all you want to. You're not going to change nature, nor are you going to change the world, nor, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, nor are you going to change the fact of the existence of a perception of what God and the universe is. You can't change it according to how you feel or how you even believe the thing is. It is what it is without you. It's been without you. All you add in it is your stamp of approval through emotions and feelings. Now, let's go ahead and move aside from that again and get on to this energy, because it's the same thing. Women only often always say this, but they don't understand that they are exposing themselves as a, I'm going to say, sort of vampire. I'm not saying that that's what they are. I'm saying sort of, because that's what vampires do. Take vamp. Here's the word. To suck out. To derive. To procure. To take. You understand? To absorb. To pull away from. And I can go further with this, talking about married men. And I've had an audio. I just made an audio on that. And I'm not going to give you the title because I don't really remember what the title is, because there's so many down there. You got to do your own research. Go look. It's just recent. I'm going to say the recent 7 audios from this one. It's there. You might find one of them talking about married men. Anyhow, over a length of amount of time, I see married men a lot who, once upon a time, they were this healthy ex-football player. They look good. They got a head full of hair. They got their health and their youth, bright-eyed. This dude is good. You know, he can go out places every now and then. I'm like, hey, man, let's go bowling. Sure. You know, bring your wife along if you want to. Okay, sure. Right? And 10 years pass, and I see this guy again, and like, God dang, dude, who are you? Now he got a beer belly. His hair is almost gone, and skin is very thin, and he's just not the man that he used to be. And I begin to wonder, what's going on with this dude? Well, there's something that is taken from him. See, energy isn't just a sort of, you can't really measure it. Now, you could say energy do have a potency to it, where it, here's the word again that they use, vibrate, okay? But that is dangerous for, here it is, it will be dangerous for a person who is unlearned of their, how can I put it, their predator, who's looking for that energy, who's looking to take that energy. So the higher their vibe is, the more the crowd can take, or the more the people can take, the more she can take from him. So with marriage, let me get back to what I was going to say. With marriage, it's an extended amount of time where it's being taken from him, where he's this, and I have to say it, I know I'm just stepping on toes, and it's just statistically, and it's what I've experienced and what I know of universally. These men look fragile and ridiculous several years later. Hobbies done. No more hunting, no more riding, no more doing what they love to do as a male, because I have responsibilities. I got a wife and I have kids that I decided to settle down with and be taken for everything that I am. And that happens over a length amount of time. Maybe not just 1 year, it may take several years. But when you say I do, You're just giving yourself up to the slaughter. Anyhow, and don't try to jump over here in the debate because I don't mind it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I am not going to hold back. I'm gonna roast your ass so bad because you are listening to a man who knows all about it. I've done my research. I've been out there. I've hung with, dealt with, spent time with married men. I'm not married. And I know the difference between jumping on the broomstick and when you don't jump on the broomstick. I know a freedom that you would never understand. I'm not even going to get into that. And I'm not even going to flex on you. And I'm not even going to talk about my personal life. I know this specifically to be true. That's why they call it settling down. And not only just that, this isn't 1950 anymore, buddy. This is a different generation. This is the 2020s where women have a different mindset of liberation, where you have a different game play to function in, a different goalpost that's not going to benefit you. It's not going to be beneficial for you in the end, besides you trying to pass on your legacy. If you're trying to pass on your legacy in this generation, you're an idiot. It's almost like, well, I've spoken about it. I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to extend this audio longer than what it needs to be. Most of you who are the seniors in my classroom and you've been listening for quite some time, you know where this can go. So you fill in the blanks with the other audios that I've spoken about. You should know better by now. Anyhow, the energy, the vibe, and what she's talking about connection with this guy. When she says she wants this guy to bring that to the table, ultimately in womanese and women language, she needs something to take. Now, a lot of you aren't going to agree with this. A lot of you're not going to agree with this. But guess what? Of course you're not going to agree with it because the band that you are operating in, or the orchestra, is always going to be created to deceive the man and to take from him without the man knowing about it. So the way the enemy operates, or any hunter or predator in the wild, is to deceive the prey, to let the prey think that everything is okay. Like the antelope or the deer just run out there in the middle of the forest, don't hear anything. Of course the tiger and the lion is going to approach immediately. They're going to wait till they're in a vulnerable situation where the deer is just looking around and eating the grass, looking up and hear a couple of rustles and a couple of twigs breaking behind it. It may turn around, but they think everything is okay. It's fine. And then here comes the tiger, the pounce. Rawr, boom, over with. So the enemy will always say, it's okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's nothing to worry about. I'm gonna pump you up because because I care about you. Because I want a connection. It's because I want equality. It's because I'm coming with energy, so I want you to have energy too. No, sir. No, sir. In woman language, I want you to come with something because I'm looking for that because, here we go. Here's the lesson, ladies and gentlemen. Because they can't generate it on their own. That is exactly what it is. I told you about mental and spiritual vampires before in my I can't say it, audios. In my earlier lessons, I've told you about this several times. I've even broken it down to an hour and a half and told you about people who look for energy so they can take. And credit to Phil Valentine, brother Phil Valentine, not the one on Oprah's show. Okay, brother Dr. Phil Valentine, light-skinned brother. When he starts talking about light code transmission is a true thing that they take in the churches and what people can take individually when you are around them. They take a certain energy from you. What does energy equates to? ladies and gentlemen? What does it equate to, ladies and gentlemen? What does energy, okay, what's the next equal thing to energy? Life source. Life source. In the movie The Matrix, why did you think, I think it was towards the end, when Morpheus was condensing everything down to why they was putting human beings in this computer machine world and usurping and taking things from them. And remember at the end, he showed you, he said, it's all to generate this. And he pulled out a battery, a little bitty AA battery, and said, because of this, because they can be transformed into this, into a battery. What does a battery do? It produces energy. Or you can say by it receding its energy or recessing itself, it starts to deplete itself by the power or energy being used from it, especially if it's not being recharged. Because it's considered as a life source. Are you understanding? You can also equate certain amounts of life source when you talk about this situation, according to men, such as finances, or lifestyle, or his livelihood, or his being, or his seed, ladies and, oh man, his seed. Everything that's about him can be equated, depending on what you do, as a life source. If you condense that all down to just, oh, I want, they have that great vibe and energy, you need to get up and walk away. Get up and walk away. See, I know it's going to make people uncomfortable. And some of you women are going to be upset and mad. I know what you're talking about. You talk about misogyny now. I don't talk about being a vampire on him. I'm not trying to be a parasite on him. I just want him to have energy, so I got energy too, so we can have equal energy. We're not born yesterday, ma'am. Ma'am. Stop. Stop right there. Stop. Put your hands up and stop. Stop it. We are not born yesterday. This isn't, you're not listening to one man talk. This isn't one man on RP. You understand? This isn't just from me. We're talking thousands of men. We wasn't born yesterday. We heard it over and over again where you women will say the same thing over and over again. It's not that I don't have energy of my own. I just want him to bring energy because I got my own energy and I want him to bring his energy too so we can share energies. Yeah. Okay. We see your energy at 80% divorce rate. We see your energy. We see it on Instagram and what do you call that? OnlyFans. We see it. I see it through your yoga pants. I see it. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I see it dangling on your out of your breast. I mean your breast, your bra. I see it. I see it all. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I see what you mean by you don't want to take his energy. I see it. I get it. I understand when you walk away with his kids. I understand. When you get free money and alimony just for being there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're telling the truth, ma'am. You just want him to have energy, have a vibe, because you're going to bring your energy and your vibe. Yeah, so you can walk away with his energy and his vibe while you still have your energy and your vibe, and you move on to the next victim. Lord have mercy, so help me God with my right hand in the sky. God bless Tom Leykis' soul. God bless him. I'm going to say the universe, not God. Okay, because your interpretation of God is completely wrong. So the universe bless him because everything that he said have been coming to fold where men are able to see it on their own now in activity. He began to talk about how the relationship starts off very innocent, same thing. Oh, I just want him to have energy. What kind of vibe he got? Yeah, yeah, we saw that. Yeah. And then, eventually once they get together, she starts small things like, you should put your shoes in front of the door. I like my men with their hair cut short. You should start doing that. It seems nice. It's attractive. I like a gift or two every now and then. Now, it don't have to be Valentine's Day. But, you can do something. I'm not really asking for it, but it would be nice if you did this. And, my girls get flowers every now and then, and I see them getting it delivered to their cubicles at work, and I see it's such a flattery of a thing. And sometimes, baby, I don't really care about that sort of thing. But, if you do that for me, at least once a year, I really appreciate it. It'd be nice. Those drapes, they're, or no, we just brought them like a month ago, but, it'd be nice if we, put different types of curtains and drapes up there that, I might like. You take care of a lot of things, around the house and pay the bills, baby, but, just let me do that for once. We go to the store, let me pick out the blinds and organize a house and let me start doing this. And over again, she started throwing little pitchy things out there, little small things. And just imagine. Just imagine, dudes and dudettes. Let's let this play out for a year to 2 years to 3 years, and now you're full throttle, full time. What do you call that? What do you call that? She's your fiance now. Then you dive into marriage. Now you in a 12-year, you've been together for 12 years, 13, 14, 15. You would never remember where you began. You would never remember where you began. Now your whole house got flowers in the corner. Your trophies are put into the closet somewhere. And like I always say, and it's true, your Harley Davidson is in the corner of the garage. Been sitting there for a long damn time. Now your sports car turned into a minivan. Or for some of you, used to be that Dodge Magnum that looked like a station wagon. Oh, my wife won't let me get me a Ford Mustang, so this is the closest thing to it. And then you used to go to the gym. Now your gym is like once a week to once every 3 weeks to once every month to, I don't work out no more. It's just, I got to go home to the wife and kids. I don't have time for it. And just let this keep going. Let it keep on going. You see this dude who's sappy, soft, pudgy, look like the Michelin Man. And she's sitting there still talking about, oh, baby, can you still do this? And I still want that and make me happy. And, oh, by the way, I'm still looking for your vibe and your energy. Yeah, we see your vibe and energy. We see it. See, the throes of the matter is this. I know I went on a small tangent and actually that happens in real life to a lot of men. They just don't, especially betas. See, there's a lot of things that women do that men need to wake up about. That's why they love betas. They love beta men. Soft, blue pill beta, mama raised, redundant. I'm gonna stop because I can. Ooh, man, I feel it bubbling, boy. I just feel it. That stew pot. I can just keep going all night and start roasting. So pow, 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 pow. But I'm not gonna do it. Okay. They love men who bow down on their knee, kiss the floor that these women walk on, and praise them at every angle because they are willing fodder and feed for these women where It's a filtering process where when she say, I want to feel his vibe and I want him to come in with good energy. The beta is going to fall right in line with it. He's going to accept it. Oh, okay. I'm going to put on my best game. I'm going to go in there and do my best. Talk the best. I'm going to pretend like I'm tough. Yeah, I'm going to do everything I can to get this woman's approval because she says she wants vibe and energy. Those guys, listen, here we go. Those guys, she feeds on them as meat. What do you mean by meat, Morpheus? What do you mean by meat? Okay. A brother of mine, credit to him, Greg Adams, said this, and it made a lot of sense. And I decided to use it because it makes a lot of sense. It makes sense. Meat. In this case, betas become meat. Meat for the lioness. What is meat? Money. Uh-oh. Are y'all ready? What's the second one? Wait. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. The second one is energy. Then there is attention, and then there is time. That is your meat. Betas become meat. Why is energy the second one? Why is energy in this? What do you mean by energy? Energy is the energy that you use to invest in the rest of them. It takes energy to make money, energy to be attentive, energy to create the time to orchestrate the time, to schedule and reschedule. It takes energy to do that. Then you need that energy to focus on those specific things. Why would she be worried about that if she's already bringing all that to the table if she wasn't interested in taking your meat? Huh? Y'all need to understand. See, I'm going to be honest with you women. I'm going to be honest. My ladies, listen carefully. Miss, if you don't mean these things, I'm gonna give you a handshake right now. If you don't mean it, if that's not what you are, if you're not interested in being like the average, at best, modern day woman in the masses who is actually doing this, then you need to change your vocabulary and you need to change your approach. Because men aren't stupid anymore. When you start talking about, when I date a man, I'm looking for vibe and energy. You got to remember, you may be saying that, but 90% of the women have made it bad for you. Because you represent the female race. Or you say the female phylum. Okay? So you may be innocent. You may not be doing this when you get into a relationship or when you decide to get married or if you like a guy. You may be innocent enough to say something like that, but that's the problem with being hive-minded. That's the problem with not being an individual and not thinking for yourself. When you repeat what another woman is saying, those other women aren't trying to check for you, and they're not trying to give you a good reputation. A lot of those women have did dirt. They destroyed their men. They stepped all over them and took them for everything, took those men for everything that they was. And they still sitting there on the round table talking about, I want to check out his vibe and his energy. If the energy is right, then I think we might have something to work with. And you come along and say the same thing. If you say the same thing, you're saying the same thing as what she just said. And she has a bad past. She has a bad reputation. Then how are you going to be looked at as anything differently? So when you want to be the different sheep in the herd, then you have to walk the other direction. You have to redirect yourself. You have to recreate what you are saying and stand above them who are of no good. This energy and this vibe thing, we need to just stop talking stupid. We have to quit. That shouldn't even be in your mouth. Whenever anyone comes up to me talking about, oh, I was checking for his energy. You got good energy. Please disappear, because I got some steaks in my back pocket. Just don't go. Don't even waste your time. Don't even waste your time. Because out here, outside of our channel here, I'm as real as what you hear me right now. I'm real. And I don't care. I don't really I have no remorse. I have no feelings for stupid. And I've said this in all my audios because I really mean it repetitively. I have zero tolerance for ignorance. So if you want to be a part of the group, I'm going to treat you like you're part of the group until you show me otherwise. Don't come to me talking about, oh, I like his energy. I like your energy, Leon C. Morpheus. Ooh, I'm going to be like, oh, you do? You see that door over there? That door likes you, and it wants you to open it and walk your ass out of it. Because my energy is for me. You understand? I didn't build my energy up for you to come along and take it, nor do I need to share in your energy. You know why? Do you know why? Huh? I don't care about you bringing your energy to the table because I got my own goddamn energy. I got enough for myself. If you don't have energy, I don't care. You come to me as you are, and it's not about the energy that you bring to the table, nor your vibe, which is only chemistry in how you talk and you speak to the person. And don't let me get on the star signs. Don't you let me get don't you let me get on the star signs. Don't you get me started on that one. Oh my God. I bet he's a Scorpion. You must be an Aries. Oh, it does matter. You must be a Capricorn. Leon CM, what are you? What am I? I'm a man, and you are a ghost. Disappear. Stupid. It's ignorant because it has nothing to do with how compatible we are as human beings, as simple, ordinary people. Don't matter what type of sign you are. oh, I'm an Aquarius, and you are a this? Oh my God, you a Gemini? Oh my goodness. I used to date a Gemini, and I'm not going to date another Gemini because that other Gemini was treating me in such a terrible way. I'm like, Mel, turn your face around. Listen. Are you deaf? Ma'am. That Gemini has a name. He has a lifestyle, and he has a preference in his life, and he has experience, and he has a history that have nothing to do with the fact that he's a Gemini. Okay? You are completely delusional, and you need psychological help. I will recommend you to a few doctors and somebody who will speak with you. Because if you want to talk about star signs, go ahead and get on your little space shuttle with your alien mindset and you blast off of Earth and go where you belong, because you don't belong here with your stupidity. If you want to worry about stars that bad, since you care about stars that bad, go be with them. Go ahead. Or, just go ahead and just stick with your dog and, your Purina food and be happy for the rest of your life with Ralph, the dog. laying next to you in your bed, because it's not going to be a human being who you consider to be invalid or valid because of his star signs. Take the facts or leave it. It's not going to change according to how you feel or what you believe the situation is. That's why I said in the beginning, it don't matter about what you believe or what you feel. This is facts. As if it matters. Oh, guess what? I'm a Capricorn. You can't date me. Okay. What? What the hell? Excuse me? Oh, so I'm gonna walk around, right? Like a fool in the middle of New York City and have on my shirt Scorpion. Can you date me? I'm a Scorpion. Where's my match? You know how stupid that sounds? Do you know how ignorant? Do you know how many laughs I'm gonna get? Oh, this is what women want. Oh, in the back of it, I'm gonna have on there. Oh, and I'm full of vibes and energy. Come get it. This is what we work. This is what we have to work with today, gentlemen. This is what you got. You got a white face clown, which is just powder on the face, makeup, okay, and a red nose and fake hair. Might as well go ahead and just call it the clown face, almost like the Ronald McDonald, jumping around everywhere and confusing you based on something that's very simple and natural. All these unnecessary, complicated, illogical expectations that have nothing to do with dating, and you want, here we go. Y'all ready? And you wonder why you will never, ever have a relationship that will last for 20, 30, or 40 years like your grandma and your granddad used to. They were simple. We are complicated idiots. Okay? They were simple. We are complicated idiots. There's a such thing as overdoing a thing. It don't matter what the hell you are. What matters is who you are and how you are compatible with that person, based on communication, based on agreeing with the type of person that you are personally with that individual, which can equate to if they are decent enough to be a companion or long-term companion or just a one-night stand. Like we don't, and you know what's really bad? And here's the real lesson here. For some of you men who think you have escaped danger, some of you men are in a very late relationship. What I mean is, you've been with your wife for a long time. She's no longer 22, 23, 24, 25, 29. She's no longer that young. You think you have escaped this. I can almost guarantee you, almost. I'm saying almost because, there's variations there, but there is a higher probability that I'm accurate with this. When she was younger, just a lot of these women have done this when they dated around. Oh, I wonder what star sign he is. Oh, I want to get on his energy. What is his vibe? This is why, I'm trying to be nice here. This is why I have a certain age that I will not date. I will not date a woman after a certain age, because I understand, I know something that a lot of you clown face, blue pill betas don't understand. Once upon a time, she played that game on somebody and several other men, and it failed. You are the byproduct. You're the leftover joker that decided to get her, because here's the thing. You wasn't her first choice. You're probably her last choice or her third choice. You're not the first choice winner. So she probably tried that several times. Oh, who's my sign? I wonder what his sign is. What's his energy? What's his sign? What's his energy? Failure after failure after failure after failure after failure. Being with guys 5 years, 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, 8 years. Divorce. Then all of a sudden you come around. Okay, baby. Okay. Rock the dog. Okay, baby. I'll be the one to marry you and your leftovers. I got something special. Later on down the road, y'all in the divorce court, standing before the judge, who don't give a about you and your life. Because you was the dummy who didn't get the message yet. And that person talked about, oh my God, your vibe and your energy, and what sign are you? Walks away from you with everything, including your meat. We should be laughing at this nowadays. We should be, when a woman say that, you should be laughing. I don't suggest laughing in the face, but you can laugh however you want to do it. But you know, it's laughable. Oh, you got some good vibe. I want a man who brings good energy. Define energy, Mel. Wow. Okay. Okay. I want a man who got some good vibes. Oh, I like your vibes. And they walk around with shirts on called good vibes. Good vibe. Okay. Define vibe, Mel. Define it. Oh, you know what? I will go ahead and put something on the dotted line then. I will do it. Anything I can take. That's as simple as it gets. Because now you can debate all you want to, but the fact is, you don't listen to what a person say. You look at their actions. for the past 10 years, we have seen on broad daylight, on open media, on open OnlyFans, on open Facebook, on open platforms and YouTube, all over the place, what you talk about when you say vibe and energy. Because it's not to say let's be a partnership and struggle together. Let me support this guy. Let me add to his life. Let me add value to him. Let me support him with my positive energy. No, you're talking about energy that you want from him. But then when men talk about, oh, well, I want a woman who gives positive energy. She's supportive. She's an asset for my business. Her vibes are so awesome where she's wife material. She knows how to do things that other girls don't know how to do. And she brings awesome things to the table outside of just donkey dunking and she have a beautiful face. She's actually an important part in my life through actions and not words. I guess I'm speaking math that we don't quite understand, huh? Because most times it don't work like that. So let me go ahead and wrap this up. Because I know I went off on several tangents there to give you several ideas. The whole point of the matter is, let me bundle it down. To go into a relationship looking for a person's vibes and a person's energy, that's the wrong way to go into a relationship, because you're only exposing yourself as a parasite when you say that. That's for men and for women. And when men talk about, I want to check her vibes out, that's a simp. I mean, he's an imp. Yeah, like I can see the word imp. That's a beta. You know, that's a dude who has a feminine mindset. Those aren't things that you need to concern yourself with. You need to understand if you're compatible with this person. It's either a negative. Here we go. Let me go ahead and teach y'all with this. Let's go ahead and put this on the table. When a person presents themselves to you, it's only two things you need to be concerned with, and you can bank everything off of that. They either have a positive spirit or a negative spirit. That's what's important. It's not based on energy. If you're talking about energy in any degree, you're looking for something that you can take, and I will not trust you. I will not trust you. As a matter of fact, you wouldn't even be in my circle, nor around me talking this energy BS. Oh, he got good vibes. Oh, we got a vampire in the house. Somebody break out the holy water, or just leave them standing there in the middle of the sun. And by the way, sunlight equates to information, knowledge, and exposure of truth. Shine down on me, oh Lord. Oh man. This is the lesson for the day. If you want to change things, change your vocabulary. Got to start changing your approach. Stop saying stupid stuff just because everybody else say it. You got to start thinking about what you talk about. And a lot of you just go along just to be going along. But you're not doing anything but hurting yourself because you're not changing the pace of the society. You're not being a different person. You talk like them, you act like them, you're just like them. And therefore, just like them, buying up bags of dog food and cat food, you'll be just like them. Alone, no family, no future prospects. Because you're looking for energy and vibes that you have no business touching. You have no business worried about somebody's energy and their vibe. It don't even belong to you. Get your own and stop worrying about theirs. If they don't bring it, so what? It may not be the day. And as a matter of fact, they shouldn't show you what they got. So you can take it, get the hell out of here. They need to be discreet. They need to be professional. They need to be cautious. If you want to see or enjoy someone's energy and their vibe, that will be when time goes on. When that person can trust you a little bit more. When they see that you are not a parasite, but you are an asset. Then you'll be able to understand their energy and their vibe. That's how grandma and grandpa used to operate. After a certain amount of years, then they understood each other's energy and vibe because they molded with each other. You're not going to get somebody's energy and vibe as soon as you meet them. Sorry, but not sorry that you are impatient and you are in the instant gratification society where you want everything to be upfront. Why do you think your relationships are failing and you failing yourself to begin with? Worry about your own energy. Worry about your own vibe and let things grow on their own. If you are consistent and you are of positive spirit, it's going to show eventually over time. Stop being so damn impatient. You'll get what you need. Instead of trying to be a vampire up front and take everything that you think that you are allotted to and you're not. Sometimes we need to learn how to wake the hell up. But that's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to. Because I'm going to be investing in Chewy and dog food and cat food and Purina and Kibbles and Bits. Because I know in the future, you're going to be in that store. I'm going to be investing in dog collars and dog sweaters, dog booties and dog hats. Because ain't no dumb male going to line up for this foolishness, and they shouldn't. Once they get a hold of the RP that is in rapid and in flow, the train will not stop because men need to be saved from this foolish society. That is a lesson for the day, ladies and gentlemen. And I have others coming for you to support you in your deliverance and expedient success out of this dark world, dark mindsets, and bad energy sucking people.